Hi guys, welcome back to the Drive Life channel. In today's video we're going to be showing you how to change the air filter on a Mercedes Sprinter van. Now this is a 906 made from 2007 all the way up to 2015. So first thing we're going to do is get our new filter out. Now you can see here this is the Bosch. I've gone for a Bosch just because it was readily available. It's what the place had in stock, and it's pretty good stuff. So you can see we've got the part number there as well. So just pause that if you needed to have a look and see what part number was. Let's get the filter out and just take a look. They're quite big, the air filters on these, and I'm not sure when this one was last done. So I'm sort of going through a little mini series of servicing the van. So yeah, there you go. There's the Bosch part number, made in Tunisia, and let's get ready to put it in. Now I just noticed something interesting here. It says you should change your filter every year. Sort of Bosch recommend anyway. So let's get on with changing it. So to start off with, we need to remove the top of this box, and all we need there is a T25. There's 7 screws that you need to remove, so we'll get started on those now. I just do it with a hand screwdriver. You can use a drill or sort of a torque wrench, not a torque wrench, an impact driver to remove them. Don't use that to tighten them because they'll get too tight. Next thing you need to do is loosen the Jubilee clamp off here, just so you can pull this air pipe off. It's nice and simple to do. As you can see, I've just used a Swiss Army knife attachment there, and then we need to remove the plug on the top. Just got a sliding pin that you slide out and it comes straight off, so don't try and yank it off because it does have a particular mechanism. Next then we just need to hinge the top of the airbox off like so. You can remove the plug, and I do that later, and you don't need to completely remove the top of it to get it out. All you need to do is just pull the filter out. Now if you're like me and you don't like the look of all the horrible stuff in the bottom, then you can take time to clean it out, but it won't make that much of a difference, to be honest. It's just nice to complete the job. Now let's compare that filter with our new one, and as you can see there's a massive difference in colour. Now the previous filter was a MAN filter, this is obviously a Bosch, but you can just see how a year's worth of driving can clog up a filter, especially where I live in the countryside, lots of dust from farms, etc. So yeah, definitely worth doing this on a regular basis to keep your engine breathing as well as it can be and operating as efficiently as it can be as well. So let's place the new filter in. Now I tried to do this without pulling the whole top of the airbox off, but it was a bit tight in the end, so you can see I'm just scooping some bits out as well to clear them out, so they go straight into the new filter. But you'll see it's hinged on the back, this airbox, and it is fairly easy to remove. As you can see, I was struggling to get the filter in like so I did sort of give in and take the whole top of the filter off, the airbox off even, and it fitted much better. You just can't get the right angle on the filter to get it to sit properly otherwise. So as you can see, I pull it out here, and then just give it a wiggle and remove the top of the airbox. Now I would recommend removing the wire you can see on the top there for the airbox sensor, and there we go. Now we can place the air filter in nicely once I've satisfied that I've removed all the detritus that we need to, and it's a nice snug fit. Air filters always come out far easier than they go in, I find, and just make sure it's all properly seated. You've got an orange rubber strip around the edge, that's your seal, so you want to make sure that's all properly seated and pushed down as far as it can go. Don't be shy to put a bit of elbow grease and push down on it to get it seated properly. And now it's time to refit the airbox. So you'll see I struggle to get the little hinges in, but if you pause it here you can see there's the little tabs. You just need to hook it behind there really, and I'll speed this up so you guys don't have to watch me fiddling around with it. But yeah, it's just a case of getting those tabs all into place and lined up, and then you are good to go. And then you can actually start screwing your there we go, I've just removed the plug that I mentioned earlier to get a better angle on it. You can start screwing your screws down, and as you screw the screws down, the filter will seat properly. So you'll see here the top sort of slits on quite nicely afterwards, and the filter falls into position properly and the seals sort of compress. So yeah, that is pretty much everything done. All we need to do now is just reassemble what we've taken apart. So we've got obviously the plugs here, and we need to also tighten the Jubilee clip up as well. So we slide the air pipe back on and tighten that up by hand. It doesn't need to be too tight, just enough so that the air pipe doesn't fly off. And obviously plug the mass airflow sensor back in as well. Make sure you push the little tab in to keep it locked in. So I'm just going to tighten this Jubilee clip up by hand to make sure everything's all good to go, and then that is it. It's a nice easy little job this, which is nice. So next up we'll be doing an oil change as well, so look out for that in the next video. But yeah, filters do make a massive difference. Air filters really do affect the efficiency and the way your vehicle runs, so just bear that in mind. If you can't remember the last time it was done, may as well do it. I think it was only £15–20 this one, so really not an expensive thing to change, and a nice easy job to do. So I just placed the old filter back in the new filters box, and you can actually recycle the whole thing, so put that in a recycle bin and you're good to go. And all you need to do now is close your bonnet and keep on driving. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video where we change the oil on our Sprinter van. Cheers.